Thanks for tuning in to BBQiT. I'm your host, Craig, and you know the deal. Meat belongs outside, and so does your holiday roast. It's roast beast on this episode of BBQiT. So for today's cook, we're gonna be using the Aura system. We're gonna be doing an indirect cook over here, and then we're gonna sear it to put that extra flavor on at the end. I'm gonna throw in some potatoes, because we got the space, and a little asparagus to polish it off for a little holiday meal. Okay, so let's make a little room here. Let me get some of the frills out of the way. Okay, so let's talk about the meat. Center cut rib roast. See the 3 ribs still in there? It's about 5 pounds and change. And as you can also see, I chose this one because of the absolute beautiful marbling that was on it. Now when you go in there, and you can see the side doesn't quite show as much. So when you go in there and you look for your meat, pay attention and look for that good marbling. All right, let's trim this up just a little bit and take some of this fat off, but not all of it. Just want to trim off the slightest bit, and then we're going to score this. And get this hard stuff off here. It probably will not render. That's it, not much else. All right, let's get a little bit of olive oil on here. Give our salt and pepper mixture something to bond with and stick to. And this will help put some nice color on it as well. That is a pretty cut of meat right there. Whew. All right, nice coating of olive oil. Here's the salt and pepper mixture. This is basically 50-50, quarter cup of salt, quarter cup of pepper, and a tablespoon of garlic, just to add that little bit. Now you could stuff this with garlic. You can put a ton more garlic on it, but we're keeping this very traditional. All right, here we go. Liberal amounts of salt and pepper going on this. And we're gonna hit all sides, as you well know. Now you could get really fancy, and a lot of people do, and put, you know, a butter, a compound butter on here with herbs and stuff. I tend to think that just slides off in about 10 minutes, and then, you know, you're burning butter in the pan or whatever if you're catching the au jus, if you're catching the juice on this, which we'll probably do as well. All right, so there we go. Let that sucker sit for a minute, and let's tend to our fire. All right, here we go. I got about a third of my charcoals here fired up, ready to go. I'm gonna put them just on the other end of this kind of makeshift snake. And here they are. And let's get our plates for our Aura cooking system here. So we're going indirect for the first 2/3 of the cook, and then we'll open this up with the grill for direct cooking to sear this and do our asparagus. Oh, don't forget, chunks of wood. Cherry and pecan, let's do this. We'll start with, let's get a little bit of that going first. All right, got our wood in there. Let's get our smoke up. Get our grill put together. Get our grates on, and then we'll be off to cooking. I'm gonna slide this underneath to catch our juice. Let's let that get up to temp, and then we'll cook our beast. Okay, so our grill thermostat says 350. My iGrill says 302 at the grill level, so I'm liking it. But I forgot to score this, so let's score this fat a little bit to make sure we render it nice and pretty. You want to just cut the fat. You try not to cut all the way too far into it. I'm going to chop that up a little. That looks good. All right, so here we go. Get that probe out of the way. Got a little pan in here with a little bit of water to catch this juice, because you can't lose the juice. Oh, so fat cap up, indirect. She's going to get some nice smoke. And you know what? Let's put a probe in her. Then we don't have to worry about it later. One of the greatest things you can do is probe your meat, trust me. So we're gonna go all the way in the middle with that. All right, let's make sure that vent is opposite our meat so the smoke will pull across and out. It's a waiting game. See you in a couple hours. Now, it's been about an hour and a half. Our meat's already at about 93 degrees, and we're cooking between 3 and 325. Let's have a peek. Are you ready? Ooh, let's go. Oh yes, liking what I'm seeing. Liking what I'm seeing. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Let's throw some potatoes on. This is really simple. Fork and potato. Let's give this a bunch of holes. So let that moisture escape. Repeat. All right, poking holes. This is real simple. Put a couple of these around here. The rack. We're gonna let that go, indirect. Well, obviously, it's still indirect. We'll let that go about an hour. My probe's reading 118, so let's pull this off, let it rest, and do some stuff real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? All right, I'm just gonna snatch this off of here and put it right on the cutting board. And let me throw a little foil over that, unless you wanna have a peek for a second. We'll just let that chill. We're gonna sear this bad boy here in a second. All right, let's get one of these plates out of here. There we go. And there's our hot coals. Let's get our other grill grate out. All right, now asparagus time. I'm just gonna prep these really quick before we sear that roast. Olive oil, salt, and pepper, that's it. Should never be anything more. This thing is sweet. Pepper in one direction, salt in the other. Okay, simple as that. Oh, there she is, looking so beautiful. Let's do some searing. Still got the indirect going with the potatoes. I'm gonna slap this dog right on there. Boom. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. So we're gonna let this sear on both sides. I'll char it up just a little bit, rotate it a little bit. Then we're gonna bring it back, let it rest, cook our asparagus, and then we'll slice. And here we go. Get this asparagus off. Let's get these potatoes off. Ooh, those are feeling ready. Just gotta make some room here. Don't have room for everything. Oh, just ball. That is, ooh, juices are flowing. All right, well, I got 3 bones in here, so let me see if I can just get in here and get a nice slice right between them. Oh, there she is. Now that is what the holidays are all about. Beautiful beast. Look at that. Ooh, so tender. So tender. Tell you what, let me, it's like butter. Just the perfect amount of smoke flavor. Tons of juice. Medium rare. That's the way most people like it. Fantastic. Well, there you have it. Juicy holiday roast beef. Now go out, make it on your Weber. Don't be scared. Like it, click it, share it, ring the bell, all that jazz. Thanks for watching BBQiT.